In 2023, the Orlando Magic finished just 13th in the Eastern Conference, were a middle-of-the-pack defense, and weren't a team to be feared when checking the schedule. However, internal improvements and the guidance under coach Jamal Mosley helped shape the team to an NBA playoff berth. Paolo Banchero blossomed in what was his first All-Star season. Jalen Suggs revived his career by being a hound on defense and having a career year from deep, and their overall size and schemes made them the third best defense in the entire league. They did fall in the NBA playoffs, in part due to their lack of outside shooting, but they'll have $36 million in cap space this offseason to address that, and potentially even more cap space depending on what they do with their players on team options. In this video, we'll discuss the rise of the Orlando Magic and the jump they can take next season with some help in free agency. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a massive difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. One reason to be highly optimistic for the Magic next season is their franchise star in Paolo Banchero. Banchero came out of Duke and immediately hit the ground running in his rookie season, putting his name in the history books with outstanding stretches of play and winning Rookie of the Year in the process. With his rare combination of fluidity, ball handling, creation ability, and ability to dominate in the half-court and transition, Paolo already proved to be the guy for the Magic, but got even better in 2024. Paolo's game is pretty mesmerizing given his rather throwback style of play. He does in fact dominate offensively through his strong drives to the rim, where he uses handle, control, and fluidity, and immense 6'10", 250-pound frame to absorb contact and be a fearless finisher at the rim. But he also opts to utilize his face-up game as well, displaying great footwork, great positioning when backing down defenders in the post, and an ability either to get steps closer to the rim for a strong finish or ability to hit fadeaway jumpers on post defenders. In transition, he's a terror given how much of a physical specimen he is, and he's improved further as a playmaker given his ability to better read the defense, while also using the threat of his offense to maximize the off-ball threats of his teammates. At age 21, he's already shown us much, but his biggest improvement must be his jumper. While in improvements, Paolo shot just 34% from 3 in the regular season, and having a better, more consistent outside shot will open up the game even more for him. But when it mattered most in the playoffs, Paolo showed that he can knock down those shots, shooting 40% from 3 and also 55% from mid-range. He just became one of 3 players aged 21 or younger to drop 25-5 in a playoff debut, became the youngest player to record 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists and 0 turnovers in a playoff game, and scored the most first-half points by someone 21 or younger in Game 7 history. Outside of Banchero, the rest of the younger core greatly improved. Jalen Suggs stamped his name as one of the best defensive guards in the league, as he made all-defensive second team through his ability to navigate and fight through screens, put pressure on the ball handler, and be one of the best hustlers in the league with one of the most deflections in the league. Additionally, shooting career best 39% from 3 increases offensive utility. Franz Wagner is a good ball handler and driver to the rim, moves well without the ball, is a solid playmaker, and finished at 65% at the rim this past season. Plus, the Magic had a great depth and length that made them the 4th best scoring bench in the NBA, while also helping the team being great defensively by limiting second chance points and turning opponents over. However, the team's Achilles heel is easily their outside shooting, as they were bottom 10 in 3-point percentage and had guards in Markelle Fultz and Cole Anthony who either didn't take 3-pointers or struggled with the opportunities given. As good as their defense is, the Magic need better outside shooting so players can't sag off of them in the playoffs and close off the paint, and so that Paolo and Franz Wagner can have more space to operate. This can obviously occur with internal improvements, but with $30+ million in cap space, the Magic have several options in free agency. For one, they can target Klay Thompson, as he's a player who can greatly improve the team's outside shooting. Klay Thompson isn't the same player he was years ago prior to the major 2 lower body injuries, and did infamously have the 0-10 game against the Sacramento Kings in the play-in tournament. However, he's still a phenomenal shooter and tremendous off-ball threat who draws attention from defenses, shooting 39% from 3 on 9 attempts a game, and the majority of those threes being catch-and-shoot attempts. Warriors owner Joe Lacob already stated that he ideally wants to stay out of the luxury tax entirely next season, since the Dubs have paid around $628 million in luxury tax over the past 4 years, meaning that letting Klay go is a real possibility. For Klay, the Magic presents him an opportunity to join a younger squad on the rise and potentially make more money, and the Magic could benefit from his veteran presence and championship pedigree. In the grand scheme of things, the Magic can have more financial flexibility if they opt to decline all their team options in Ingles and Mo Wagner, etc., meaning they could potentially try to pair Klay with another marquee signing, or they can pick a Klay alternative in 6th Man of the Year runner-up, Malik Monk. It will be extremely difficult for the Kings to re-sign Monk given how strapped they are with Fox and Sabonis' extensions, and Monk provides the Magic with a guard who can create for himself and others, and just as importantly, knock down threes. He shot 37% on catch-and-shoot threes last season, is good at setting up his teammates, with him getting the 3rd most assists off of drives in the entire league by playing just 26 minutes a game, and averaged 23 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds on 40% from 3 in games in which he played 30 or more minutes last season. Finally, the Magic's plan could be to pursue Paul George, who provides much of what the Magic could be looking for in free agency. PG-13 just came off a season where he played 74 games and averaged 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists on 47% from the field and 41% from 3. He's a great fit for the Magic because he's a self-creator who can operate as a 3-level scorer and is a sensational shooter. Most of his threes were catch-and-shoot attempts, where he connected on 45% of them, and he can play well off of Paolo, Franz, etc., while being another presence on the wings. It will cost the Magic a significant chunk of their cap space, given that it might take a lot to lure PG out of LA, but for a team that's shown to be competitive and has depth, PG-13 might be the piece to make the Magic true contenders. Regardless of what the Magic do, they should be a threat in the East next season. Their defense should hold up from last year, their offense will steadily improve with internal improvements, and with free agency signings helping their outside shooting, and Paolo Banchero could enter his name in elite conversations next year. Watch out for the Orlando Magic. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on the Orlando Magic and how good they'll be next season. What would you do if you were the GM of the Magic? Who specifically would you target? Also, where do you feel Paolo Banchero will rank by the end of his 3rd season? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a massive difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.